Okay, if you want to be an amazing lover and help women in having the most intense, mind-melting orgasms, there's one oral sex technique you need to add to your arsenal that most guys have no clue about. So in this video, I want to show you what that technique is and how to do it properly in just 3 simple steps. So if you just follow these 3 steps when you're going down on a woman, you can practically guarantee that you'll give her a powerful orgasmic experience that she'll never forget. The kind that will have her shaking and screaming out of control and leave her breathless and soaked in pleasure. So if that sounds good, pay attention and keep watching this video. My name is Marni, and from here on out, I'm going to be your very own personal wing girl. And every week, it's my job to give you the no BS insider info about what women really want versus what they say they want. Plus, the most effective methods to win over any woman you like. So hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss a video again. So before I dive in and tell you about this unbelievable oral technique, I want to tell you about one other key thing you need in order to pull this technique off correctly, and that is sexual confidence. And the only way I know to get sexual confidence is by either being sexually experienced or sexually educated, which is why I want to tell you about today's video sponsor, Beducated. Beducated is a leader in sexual education and information using an amazing video online platform that brings pleasure-based sex education right to your bedroom through 100+ online courses from the world's top sexual experts. This is not porn. These are actual instructional videos to help you learn how to do things right. And right now, they are doing a huge New Year's discount to anyone who watches this video, and they get 60% off the yearly pass, and that's until January 5th, 2025. That's amazing. 60% off their annual membership. To start becoming more sexually confident and fully educated on sex, go to the link below in the description box and enter coupon code Marni. Beducated is about to change your sex life and is Marni approved, it's Wing Girl approved, it's female approved, and it's a site that every man should subscribe to. So click the link in the description box below and sign up to Beducated now using the code Marni. Your future partners will thank you and me for it. So here's the 3-step oral sex technique to give her intense orgasms. Step number 1, get into a comfortable position. Your partner probably knows the position that's most comfortable for her to be in. But if she's open to suggestions, put a pillow underneath her butt to lift up her pelvis area, which will give you great leverage and make her feel amazing. Then, when she's lying on her back, keep her knees wide. The wider she is, the more of an opening you have to work with, and that totally helps with the sensation. Once she's in a good position, you need to make sure you're in a good position too, okay? You don't want to have a neck cramp or back pain 3 minutes into the action. I've had that happen for me. On the flip side, it's not fun. Putting a pillow under your knees and kneeling on the bed should make you comfortable, but obviously do what's comfortable for you. You can also angle her body in ways that allows you to go down on her from the side of the bed. Maybe she could be on the bed and you're sitting on a chair or kneeling on the floor if the height of the bed is appropriate. The bottom line is you need to find a comfortable position for the both of you because what you're about to do will take some time. It's not a sprint, it's more like a marathon. Okay, so on that note, step number 2, the patient buildup. Okay, great oral sex needs time. Women typically take around 10 to 15 minutes to orgasm from oral. That means that you have to pace yourself. So don't give it all you got right away because you're going to get really freaking tired and your neck is going to cramp. Men often have the tendency to put all their energy in up front when really what they should be doing in the beginning is warming up and going slowly. In fact, don't go to her vagina right away. Slowly tease your way towards it, and you can start off by gently kissing and nibbling on her inner thighs. This is something most guys don't do, but the inner thighs are a very sensitive part of the female body, even like the lower part, all of it. It feels really good for us when you touch or kiss or nibble that area and slowly close in towards the vagina, and it sets up like so much anticipation, waiting for your tongue to make contact. But once again, just be patient and go slow. Once you've decided to go for the vagina, don't get too excited. Continue to go slow. In fact, start by kissing and licking the outer sides of her vagina. These parts might not be as sensitive as her vaginal lips or her clitoris. When you're circling around that area, it just adds, again, more anticipation. After a minute or 2 of just showing some love to the areas around her vagina, you can then make contact and be very gentle. to start with. Here's the simplest way to get started. You can slowly lick her vagina from bottom to top with just the tip of your tongue. Use only the tip because the top of your tongue can be a little bit rougher and you want that later. Some women are okay with this, but some women aren't. And in the initial stages of oral, when you're still adding on to the anticipation, building her appetite for more, it's best to start off with just the tip of your tongue from the bottom to the top, slowly. The key word here is really just slowly, as if you were having your favorite ice cream and you want to savor every second of it. After 2 to 3 minutes of this action, you can increase the pace and start to get the top part of your tongue involved to apply more pressure. So if you want to speed things up a little, you can slowly begin to focus more on her clitoris, which is most sensitive and crucial part of oral action. When you're licking her clitoris, you can continue with the bottom to top motion as before and build up the pace and the pressure gradually. So do not rush it. Remember, the clitoris is the most sensitive part of her body. It feels incredibly good when a guy takes his time with it, and that pleasure just compounds with time. A slow build up. You can even try sucking on the clitoris if she's into that. So once you find something that works for her and works for you, just stick with it. Stay consistent in terms of technique and rhythm. If you switch things up too much, too fast, it can make it harder for her to settle into those sensations. And then it's not good. Once you notice her getting super turned on and enjoying the experience, you can amp up the speed and the pressure gradually. If you keep this up, very soon you'll see that she's getting close to the end. She might be moaning louder, her legs and belly could be contracting more than normal, and she might be clenching the sheets. Her eyes might start to roll to the back, her body might start to move. This is when you add the magic ingredient into the mix, which is step number 3. The start and stop method. You see, most men go straight for the orgasm when they're licking a woman and see that she's getting close. Although she may arrive at the orgasm this way, it's actually better to stop before she reaches the point of no return. Not when she's on the cusp, but as she's slowly building up, but then stop and start again. By building things up this way, you can guarantee that her final orgasm will be intense and explosive. So lick her using the technique you started with and stop as soon as you realize her legs or belly are contracting more than normal. She's moaning very loud or her eyes are starting to roll. You give her 30 seconds of rest where you can start, kissing her thighs, kissing her breasts or her neck or her lips. You can even whisper something into her ear, something like you've learned in some of my past videos about dirty talk, like "you taste so good," or "you sound so sexy when you moan." Then after these 30 seconds, you get back to licking and continue at the same pace and with the same intensity as before. So do this at least 2 to 3 times. The first time you take her close to a climax, it will take about 10 to 15 minutes, but every time she starts and stops again, you'll notice she's getting there much faster. This is because she'll be more turned on every single time. So like I said before, the pleasure levels compound over time. So it happens faster and faster. So keep doing this until she can't stand it anymore, until she's begging you to keep licking her or even go inside of her until she's ready to fight you if you stop. And only then finish the job for her. Continue at the same pace and with the same intensity. Get her over the point of no return. And there you have it. That's how you do it. An intense, mind-melting, body-trembling orgasm. The stop and start method, which is key. An experience that will make you a sexual god in her eyes and have her chasing you for more. Now, speaking of making a woman chase you, if you're a guy watching this and you're going through a dry spell right now, if you haven't had a woman in your bedroom in a very long time, or if you're in a relationship where the sex has stopped or reduced dramatically, then you should click the link in the description below and check out 2 things. One is my program, How to Become a Man Women Want, and the other thing is Beducated, today's video sponsor, because if you are in a rut right now, that means you've got a lot of time to become educated. Being sexually educated is one of the most attractive things and one of the smartest things that you can do with your time, because it will make you more comfortable and confident when you do get into the bedroom. So go check out my program, How to Become a Man Women Want, which I put a link for below, as well as Beducated, and just become sexually educated and sexually powerful. All right, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you again next week.